anniversary belongs to all of us, because when we celebrate the Cedi, we celebrate our journey toward economic self-reliance and national confidence. Excellencies, 60 years ago, specifically in July 1965, Ghana made a powerful declaration. We said farewell to the Ghanaian pound, our very own national currency. In doing so, we were not just changing banknotes. We were affirming that Ghana's independence must include the ability to define and defend our own monetary destiny. Since then, the Cedi has gone through many phases. For those who would remember, in 1967, we redenominated to eliminate confusion and strengthen national symbols. Then in 2007, we introduced the modern Cedi, simplifying transactions, strengthening security, and aligning with global monetary practices. Along the way, we've rolled out security upgrades on the Cedi. We've had commemorative notes, and we've had advanced anti-counterfeiting technologies embedded. Each transformation over the years, from the integration of advanced security features and commemorative notes to the use of indigenous Adinkra symbols and the portraits of our national heroes, reflects Ghana's story, a story of resilience, a story of innovation, and a story of pride. So today, the Cedi is far more than just a currency. It is a trusted store of value, a driver of economic activity, and a daily emblem of our collective confidence as a nation. Whether you are talking about exchanging it in bustling markets, whether you are talking about it being used to pay salaries, or whether you are talking about it being used to save for future dreams, the Cedi stands as a lasting symbol of our journey and our unyielding commitment to shape our own destiny. So the story of the Cedi cannot be separated from the story of our economy. It reflects our moments of bold ambition, our trials under pressure, and our resilience in rebuilding. In recent years, Ghana, like many other nations, has had to navigate some of the most complex economic storms in a generation. From the lingering effects of the global pandemic, through economic crisis, debt exchange, and tightening global financial conditions, our economic fabric was tested and tested well. But few countries experienced it as acutely as we did in Ghana. So cast your minds back. In November 2022, the Cedi depreciated by over 50%, becoming the world's worst performing currency, according to Bloomberg. And headline inflation spiraled to over 54%, and food inflation soared to an alarming 59.7% year on year. This was as of December 2022. This distorted household budgets, it shrank incomes, and fed public anxiety across the country. So these were not just numbers, as I'm giving, they were experiences that we lived, we felt. They meant rising transport fares, shrinking working capital, unaffordable school meals, and sleepless nights for small business owners and salary earners alike. But they were not the end of our story. Under the leadership of His Excellency John Dramani Mahama and Her Excellency, the Vice President. And through coordinated, difficult, but necessary policy actions, I'm happy to say that Ghana has turned a decisive corner. And indeed, the evidence is compelling. Headline inflation is now at 9.4% as of September 2025. And we expect it to end the year even far lower. The cedi has appreciated by 37% as at October 17th. And according to the World Bank, it is the best performing currency in sub-Saharan Africa for the first 8 months of 2025. Our gross international reserves are currently around $12 billion US, which is providing a robust cushion against external volatility and restoring our investor confidence. So these gains are not by accident. They are the result of hard, sometimes unpopular, but principled decisions that we've had to take. Fiscal consolidation by government, a tight monetary policy stance by the Bank of Ghana, and renewed confidence from the investor community and the Ghanaian public.
The Ghana cedi represents the pride of our nation and our heritage. Since 1965, the cedi has not just been a store of value, but as an integral part of our heritage. Indeed, from the days of our first republic, throughout our history, and to the 33 years of our uninterrupted democracy, the cedi remains resilient. It has been our medium of exchange, facilitating trade, transactions, and connecting our people. For 60 years, through cycles of inflation, devaluation, rate denomination, and recovery, the cedi remains the symbol of our national sovereignty. It has indeed endured. It has evolved and remains the only legal tender of our dear republic. Madam Vice President, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, this anniversary marks a new dawn for the Ghana cedi. The theme for the cedi, 60 years of the cedi, the symbol of our sovereignty, stability, and economic resilience, could not have been more apt. This theme underscores the need for all of us to have faith in our dear currency, the Ghana cedi. As managers of the economy, we have remained steadfast in our duty to ensure a strong cedi and a very stable currency. Our commitment to fiscal discipline has contributed to the strengthening of the Ghana cedi. We want to use this opportunity to commit that the government of Ghana remain committed, and we shall stay the course to ensure that the Ghana cedi remains stable and gains, as we have seen, are being maintained. As citizens, we have a role to play. And let me repeat this. As citizens, we also have a role to play. We must maintain the sanctity of the cedi as a legal tender by preserving it with dignity and protecting it jealously. We must all be vanguard, and we have to ensure that we are all vanguard by ensuring that the cedi's value is maintained. We must be eschewing the act that seeks to undermine the value of the currency, particularly the pricing of goods and services in foreign currency, the US dollar. Let me use this opportunity to once again stress that as Ghanaians, the Ghana cedi remains the only legal tender. The US dollar is not our currency. The cedi is our only currency. The continuous pricing of goods and services in US dollars will only hurt us. Let's stop it, and let us stop it now. The cedi is the only currency we have. Let us protect it, let us trade with it, and let us defend it with all vim within us. Let us talk about the cedi with pride, not as a burden, but always as a badge of economic independence. As we celebrate 60 years of the cedi, Let us rededicate ourselves to the call to help build the Ghana we want. And colleagues, to end, let me remind you of the words behind me. Ghana Cedi, our heritage. Ghana Cedi, our pride.